You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Zach Lesage here. Today I'm going to be going over some tabletop gameplay that I was able to play out with my pal PJ. We played Inteleon VMAX versus Gengar. So I'm really excited to show you this tabletop gameplay and maybe see if anyone's interested in seeing more tabletop gameplay in this channel. I recently redid my entire setup, been working with lighting, different type of things, so I hope it's awesome for everyone. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. And this video is originally from the Shuffle Squad that I'm also part of, so be sure to check out their channel as well at the Shuffle Squad. Alright, let's jump into some awesome gameplay.
What's up, Shuffle Squad peeps? This is PJ coming to you live tabletop gameplay with Zach Lesage. Today we're going to be covering some super awesome brand new Evolving Skies decks for you here on the stream. So we have compiled together a list of 60 cards to play against each other. On my side, I am playing Gengar VMAX, the brand new Gengar VMAX that is set to release. We do have proxies right now until we get the actual physical cards in our hands. Zach is at the other side of the table. Zach, why don't you tell the people what you will be playing today?
Poppin' peeps, it's Zach Lesage from the channel Zach Lesage. It's really easy when it's your name and you don't have to really think about it. I also brought a Gengar deck, so I'm excited to play against PJ with a mirror match, but I also brought an Inteleon VMAX deck.
Yes.
I have a bunch of decks scattered around my table. If anyone else plays Pokemon, they know I have this sick Inteleon VMAX deck. And I mean, right now we have all of the cards blown up with high resolution images of the new cards. But if you
right over
question,
here.
We both have the stream pulled up. And I mean, we almost have 20 people watching already, which is crazy.
That's insane. I thank you guys so much for joining us here. We really appreciate all the love and support that you're giving to the Shuffle Squad and to Zach for hanging out here, just doing our thing.
You know what, the Shuffle Squad's awesome. Like, I mean, I know I'm part of the team and part of the squad and stuff like that, but it's one of those things where, like, if y'all haven't subscribed to the channel yet, we have so many cool things planned and I'm hyped for it.
Yeah, lots of cool things in the pipeline. If you like this, you like seeing tabletop gameplay, I know I love tabletop gameplay. I love having the physical cards in my hands again and not playing through an online client. It just, to me, that's what Pokemon feels like, because I'm just like you, Zach. I'm an old school player. I love playing with the cards in my hands.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm the same way. I mean, we all have our issues. We all have issues with PTCGO at some point, right? Like, sometimes it feels like the game's that's going to get you. And I'm sure we're all waiting for PTCG Live that was pushed back.
Yeah.
I mean, I do also want to let everyone know that we're going to try to make this a regular thing on Thursdays.
Yes.
Still working on a set time and still working with a bunch of other high-profile content creators to make everything happen. So stay tuned for that. It's awesome. I like a G-Lang. I'm a simple man. I see Gengar. I like the video.
Yes, I've codenamed the deck Scooby-Boo. For those of you that don't know, you usually play it, because it is a single strike Pokemon, you play it with the Houndoom that can go in and search your deck for the single strike energy and attach it to one of your single strike Pokemon. So we got the dogs, we got the scary things. We're calling it Scooby-Boo. I'm trademarking that for the rest of the format here for Evolving Skies. Well, not Evolving Skies anymore. It's going to be Fusion Strike on. As far as what we see for all of these sets coming out, I'm very excited to see how these decks shape up, and that's what we've kind of been working on with the content creators too. Zach is working on more and more of these new Fusion Strike profiles, and that's why we're showcasing the decks that we are here. We want to see how these new cards work before they're physically in our hands. We're in any actual in real life tournaments with these cards. I know that I have already been to a pre-release, which is super hype. So those of you who have pre-releases in your local area, definitely make your way out to your local game shops and support them too. We definitely want to see a lot of new faces in the Pokemon community as well. So we're always here to support everybody here in the community for getting into the game.
For sure, for sure. I totally feel that. I'm just really hyped to play some Pokemon. I mean, that's the only thing that I could say is I'm just really hyped to play some Pokemon.
There's nothing better than on a Thursday afternoon just getting together with the homies and playing some Pokemon cards.
Oh, yeah, 100,000%. So I think what's best to start this off with is maybe if you want to play the Gengar deck, because I want to show everyone like the different decks we have.
Yes. So I will play the Gengar. We'll play a best of 3 match here live on the stream, so you guys can see how that works. Zach will be playing Inteleon VMAX, the Rapid Strike version that comes out in the Fusion Strike set. So we'll go through and we'll see how those 2 decks interact with each other. And this is actually going to give you a really good insight if you are out playing tournaments when Fusion Strike becomes legal. You'll know how these 2 decks play against each other. And that's what we really want to showcase too, alongside showing you tabletop gameplay, how these decks are going to affect each other in the meta, because they're both brand new, trying to work in what we already have out there for the Evolving Skies meta currently.
100,000%. So let's make this all happen. Do you want to go? You want to call the coin flip, or do you want me to roll it?
You can rip it, Zach. Let's see. I'll call tails, please.
It's been so long, I forget how to roll dice. At the PTCGO coin flip.
There you
go. Okay, what did you want to call, sir?
I will call tails. The nice off the table roll.
Off the table. I'm rusty at this.
We'll get you back. We'll get you back into gear.
You said tails?
Tails. Oh, it is heads.
Damn, with the number 4. Okay.
I'm assuming you would like to go first, sir?
Yes. If anyone's watching, going first is very good.
Yes. And anything that involves the current format, which is Sword and Shield, through now Fusion Strike. Okay, I do have a basic Pokemon, which is very handy. I also have a basic
Pokemon, which is amazing.
I love to put my prize cards in weird positions here. I like to do like a backwards pyramid sometimes. Somebody the other day at local league, they had put their prize cards in a circle just to mess with people. I thought that would be funny.
Yeah.
Let us know in chat how you like to put your prize cards out when you're playing tabletop in real life gameplay.
I think it's, I always look at it for ways that I like doing 2-2-2.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just the safest way to put out your prize cards.
I like to put 3 at the top and 3 at the bottom, just because it gives me more space for my board state.
Yep. Okay, how do I want to make this happen? I need lots of things to happen. I'm gonna quick ball away this Cheryl.
Ooh, the Cheryl.
Exactly what we got going on in this deck. No peeking at my deck, by the way.
Okay, I'll turn my head. I'll turn my head away
turn
from
your
this
head. Come on, don't look at this, bro.
No leaks, man. No leaks. But that way, the crowd watching here on YouTube can actually see our hands. We'll give you a little glimpse of what we got going on here.
Yeah, exactly. It's tailored a little bit closer to us. So if you've ever caught me on an official Pokemon stream, their camera is way higher def than ours and probably costs $1 bajillion. It's like up like on the ceiling. But right now I could be like, here's exactly my whole deck that I'm looking through. So you can kind of see what some of these cards are. See exactly how it's looking and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
So you can see I also have the cool Japanese cards that we could play with here, like Evolution Incense.
Very nice.
Quick balls. I'm actually really hyped for the new quick balls from Fusion Strike.
I do really like the art. I kind of want to get a set of the reverse hollows. I know some people hate reverse hollows, but I really like the way that they look. And I like the artwork on the new quick balls as well. I'm a fan.
Yeah. Yo, Charizard, Zach, you rock. Oh, thank you. You rock. Thursday, we all rock. We made it through another day, everybody.
We did.
So I'm going to go ahead here and pass my turn to you and shuffle this deck up.
Perfect.
No leak bans, no Farfetch. Why is Fat weak to fighting?
Oh, I don't know. So that's the thing that I always didn't understand, is that this new Gengar, that single strike, does have a fighting weakness. And if you have paid attention since, you know, Pokemon Red and Blue had come out in the States or anywhere near you, that there is not really fighting weakness on a ghost Pokemon, right? On Gengar, there is no...
Gengar's like, it's pure ghosty boy, right?
Yeah, he's just Ghost. Like, am I gonna punch a Ghost, and is that gonna work? All right, so
in the games, like if you like, I remember as a kid, I don't know if Earthquake was the attack that I was using. I think it was Earthquake or like Strength.
Yeah.
It's fighting in normal moves in the video games that don't go through the Ghost dudes, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so like literally, like let's break the rule. But that's what you're gonna get. Like Gengar normally would have been, I think, Psychic type in the game, but now, or would it? I think so. I don't know. Like Gengar VMAX different because it's a VMAX. Does it change its typing?
I feel like it has different status changes, but it's not a different typing change, unless it has. Well, obviously the moveset.
In the chat though, like
yeah, let us know.
Like, because like I look at Snorlax, and Snorlax has to be part like tree type, so it's grass type in my mind.
Yeah.
Like that's how I look at it. I'm like, same thing. Like whenever I see a Pokemon with wings, I'm like, this Pokemon better have a free retreat because like it has wings, bro. Like it literally has wings on its back. Grolo, people are sleeping on E-Turn for this set.
E-Turn. I feel like E-Turn.
Sell us on it. Sell us on it.
Yeah.
Right now.
Let us know why it's good. Let us know why it's good. All right, so I attached my single strike energy to active Gengar. I got the quick ball to get the Houndour, placed that on the bench, and now it is off to you, Zach.
Because your attack costs, two dark energies for Dark Slumber.
Exactly.
I actually wrote an article for Potown on Gengar VMAX last night. It was sick.
I'm excited to read that. Gengar has been one of my all-time favorite Pokemon from the beginning of the 151 that came out. Always been a favorite of mine.
This was a very, very good top deck of the Sobble, so I can play my land out and use our roller skating Korrina's Focus friends. I love the single strike, more Pekko in the Gengar deck. That sounds kind of fun. Gengar is weak to ground normally due to the poison typing. It's okay. Typing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you want to know what? I think I slightly misplayed that turn. But that's okay. So what I'm saying I misplayed, this deck requires a lot of sequencing, so I should have actually used Octillery to search for a Rapid Strike energy that I happen to draw out of my hands. And I could have used that opportunity to have a chance to draw into a water energy so that I could use my Pew Pew ability, the Double Gunner. But that would have been really cool. Oh, Anti-Loader's in here in Peter. Gengar kind of bad when compared to Umbreon using capture energy. I mean, it still costs less energies than a single strike Urshifu VMAX, and I think that's what a lot of players are going to start learning. I'm going to use Octillery's Rapid Strike Surge. I really like the Octillery in this list. It just searches out like all the like things, like
it literally gets everything. Yeah, the only thing, if it could search a Drizzile, it would be the complete package, but that's the only thing in this deck I feel.
You could if you play the Rapid Strike Drizzile.
Right. I think maybe once, you know, we get a rotation, which we're assuming next August, it would be Battle Styles on. That could be a very viable thing to do to get your, you know, Inteleons into play, to do your baby Inteleons, rather, to do your extra 20 ping damage. Could be a possibility. Could just use rare candies to get there as well with the Octillery to search out your. You can't
search for the rare candy. They need to make rapid candy.
Yes. Ooh, rapid candy. That sounds great.
Rapid candy. That sounds pretty. The dentists in the chat are going like reverse stonks. Or actually, I guess they're going stonks because they're making money.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure in the chat, more Pekkos, nice and single strike decks. I totally need to look into some more of these random single strike cards and just rapid strike cards too, because they're both like. We're both playing the themed of the strike decks, right? I guess the only other one that we don't have here is Mew, but maybe on future streams we'll have Mew once our lists are a little bit more polished.
Exactly.
I need to reread Dodrio V. If Dodrio V is better than Gengar VMAX, no cap, I need to double check this out. Because you might be onto something. You're wilding out here. And Zach, I was thinking that I remember using Earthquake as a kid in Pokemon Yellow versus Agatha. Thank you. I totally feel like I was doing that too. We're going to go Rapid Strike energy here.
Yep.
And I'm going to go ahead and lift it back with my attack to hit you for 140 up in that active spots.
140 on the face. Here we go. Now, this is the part of the deck, and you'll see in this turn, that I love so much because I feel like it's so much faster than the current Rapid Strike, or I'm sorry, current Single Strike deck that's out there with Urshifu. So I'm going to draw my card for turn. And I will evolve my Gengar. Now, this is a tech that I've incorporated. I haven't seen a whole lot of people do, but I'm going to use Pierce. So I'm going to go into the deck, and I'm going to search for a dark Pokemon. I'm going to get Houndoom out. And then I get to also search for another energy, just any energy. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to go through. I would like to get the single strike out of here, but I want to make sure I have enough single strikes. So I do. I'm going to grab the single strike energy. Now, if you guys are interested in any of the lists that we're playing here live on stream too, please check the description down below, and you can actually copy and paste these. Once they're available for the Fusion Strike set, you can copy and paste them right into PTCGO.
Yeah, PTCGO is up right now, so you can actually copy and paste them right now.
Nice.
And then use that as a way to be like, oh, I need to pick up these cards. I mean, go to any of our there's also links in the below to like any of our sponsors or stuff. There's a way for you to use the TCG player affiliate link or anything else like that. That would also really help. Or any of our individual sponsors, their code card websites. There's definitely ways to help support us.
So I will attach the single strike energy. I'll evolve the Houndour into the Houndoom, go in, use single strike search, then attach the single strike energy, put an extra 20 damage on here.
So you're, yeah, okay.
So now
you're at 160 right now, and you have 320 HP, right?
I have 320 HP. I have 160 left. You're right. So because GMAX Swallow does 250, we're now going to do some math, kids. So 250 plus 20, 40, 60. So that is 310 damage on you if I were to do that. So I'm going to hit you for 310 damage.
310 with the GMAX Swallow up. That's a lot. There's a 220. Let's go for the 90. 220, 90, 310. Cool. So hanging on by a thread. I'm going to pick up for the turn. Now this is where things get a little bit complicated. As they say. I think that if you have a single strike energy, oh, you can't attack during your next turn.
I can't use that attack.
You can't.
Oh, this Pokemon can't attack at all. You're right.
I think that's how it works, right?
Well, it does say
cards are still really new.
Yeah, I was gonna say this Pokemon can't attack during your next turn, so I'm thinking I cannot
during
attack
your next
at all.
turn. This Pokemon can't attack.
Right.
So yeah, you can't attack with the Gengar VMAX. So this is where I am gonna hope that you do not have a bunch of switch kind of cards or anything else like that, because like that's the biggest drawback of Gengar VMAX, where single strike Urshifu VMAX would actually discard those energies. You just can't attack, and I mean you have to have a drawback when you're doing 310 for 3 energies. That's disgusting.
Right.
And I mean, in terms of your list, I guess you have the Hiding Dark Energy switch combination.
Exactly.
So I mean, will you be able to get Hiding Dark Energy and a switch and be able to use your single strike Roar one more time? So I'm actually going to go ahead. I was not going to use Cheryl, but I am going to use Cheryl. That's the big card in my deck, where I can heal this because I took my energy back to my hand last turn. That's the really cute strategy in this deck. Heal all that good stuff. Go ahead and go Rapid Strike Energy. And now I can kind of start going through my deck. I mean, I won't be able to, like, I have a little bit of a poor setup because I'm not seeing my Level Balls, Evolution Incense, Drizziles, for whatever reason. But you want to know what? We are surviving, and PJ's big attack did nothing to us. And I'm going to search through my deck with Rapid Strike Search. Going to grab out another Inteleon VMAX to start getting everything set up.
Now, there could be a play here, too, where Zach could, for some reason, push my Gengar to the bench, then snipe it with the ability, and then just take me out, because he's going to hit me for another 140 damage. And that's the nice part about Inteleon VMAX with the Rapid Strike energy, is you can hit for 140 damage every turn, not have any consequences, and continue to Cheryl back to back to back.
Yeah. Exactly, and that's really where my game plan is if I get a chance to do that. But I am going to hit you 140. That puts you 20 damage away from getting knocked out, right?
Yes.
Yes. So that means also if you have to use Single Strike Roar, you might not be able to do it. You have to naturally find that Single Strike energy. So I think I found a way around your strategy.
Yes.
Also, reading through the chat, Was opening some packs on PTCGO earlier. Got 2 alt art Mew Vs within 6 packs. It was so hype. You are lucky. I go buy a lottery ticket, or maybe you used up all your luck and don't buy a lottery ticket. I don't know which way to ever look at it, but that's wildin'.
So unfortunately, I feel like my hand is clogged. So my Gengar is going to go down. We're going to hang on a thread here for this Houndoom to do some work and maybe draw into a draw supporter next turn. I think that the strategy should have been, if I actually read the card correctly, it would have been to use Panic Fear first and then clean up with GMAX Swallow, even though it wouldn't have mattered because Zach had Cheryl in hand.
The busted Cheryl, but...
Right.
That's it. So I guess it's kind of similar to Ice Rider in a way, right? Where you kind of got to use your attacks in the correct order that would be advantageous for you. Because not being able to attack is a huge drawback.
Correct.
So maybe that's something that we might need to look into the lists, adding more switching outs or things like that.
Exactly. All right, so I will unfortunately have to just pass to you because even if I were to retreat, that gives you an opportunity to take out both of my Pokemon on the board.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Let's draw for my turn. Got a Quick Ball. Ooh. Quick Ball looking kind of hot, like a snack. I'm going to Quick Ball away this Octillery. I don't think I have really too many great cards here. I might actually be able to win the game this turn if I draw into an Escape Rope. Or if I draw into an Inteleon and an Energy. So I have some things. I'm just going to go for Sobble. So far, so good. This is a pretty ideal board setup. I don't think you're ever looking for anything else. I am going to go ahead and play Marnie. I'm not going to attach the Rapid Strike Energy in my hand because I'm trying to wait it out. So let's shuffle that hand up and put, I'm going to play the Marnie on you, PJ.
Perfect.
So
maybe give me a draw supporter.
Well, I'm trying to win the game this turn. We have that crazy play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will we take the dub? We are... I think I'm robbing you blind here.
Ooh.
Evolution Incense. This is where the deck is absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
Whack is bonkers. Drizzile. Or do I have the Capacious Bucket? Yes, Capacious Bucket.
Oh, there it is.
Water.
Wow, very nice.
I am going to be going back into my deck. Level Ball. Search my deck for Drizzile. Drizzile for Escape Rope. And then I'm going to go ahead and go Rapid Strike Energy with Octillery.
The Rapid Strike search. All the pieces here, folks. All the pieces are there in this deck.
It's one of those things where this deck has a lot of moves. So the correct order of operation, while we're going through everything, is to now go Escape Rope. So PJ's forced to put his Pokemon to the bench. And now I can go use my ability, snipe the bench for two damage counters. I can snipe 2 Pokemon on the bench, only the bench.
Right.
I'll draw my 3 prize cards. And I'll go Rapid Strike Energy, lift this back to knock at the Houndoom to draw 4 prize cards in 1 turn. So that's a massive turn with Inteleon VMAX. Really, like, I think this deck this game did a really good job of showing how strong Inteleon VMAX could be.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see that. I thought that game was huge.
That was awesome. So we'll play a couple more games with this matchup, and then we'll eventually move on. If you're sticking around in stream, you'll get to see the mirror match.
Yeah, stick around on stream. Tell your friends about it, because I think I don't think we're necessarily going to see as high quality of a stream here on too many other places. We've been working tirelessly on this for weeks, and I know that I've been installing a new setup at my in my thing. If you haven't got a chance to check out any of my new videos, so maybe our production crew back home on the couch, John, if you're out there, you could maybe do a prediction on who's going to win this upcoming game. I'm assuming you want to go first this game, PJ?
I would love to go first, Zach.
So I think you were telling me afterwards, because I try to keep these streams casual. If it's only about competitive play, it gets really boring.
Right.
You were telling me you're going to a pre-release tonight?
Yes, after we're done here on stream, I believe John and I are going to go rep the Shuffle Squad down at the local game store, and we are going to go play in another Fusion Strike. Usually we do 2 pre-releases, so this is the second one that we will attend. And I'm excited to get some good cards out of these pre-release packs. I haven't gotten a whole lot of chase cards per se from pre-release, so I'm hoping this is the one. This is going to be my ticket in to posting on the Twitters and the Facebooks and doing all the things about my awesome pulls that I got out of my pre-release.
That's sick. I have not had a chance to go to a pre-release for this set. I actually haven't played in real life Pokemon since March 2020.
Yeah. So
it's been a minute since I've been out there, but
it's been a bit.
I don't know. This is a really good opportunity. If you haven't got a chance to like grab some of your friends, do a tabletop setup. It's really cool.
It is really fun, and it actually gets you geared up if you are looking to go play the upcoming competitive circuit that's going to start next year, so in 2022, so not too far from now, because we're in November now, so we only have the rest of November and December, and we're hoping to see hoping to see more things. I know that the first regional is scheduled for March, so this is a good way to get an idea on how your tabletop etiquette too is for playing with another person. I know Zach and I are pretty casual just because we're friends. We're just talking here about Pokemon and chatting with you guys as well, but you get to see where you're shuffling, when you're calling out your actions, how to set up, your actual prize cards, and learning that skill is definitely something that a lot of new players probably are wishing that they had in comparison to somebody. A lot of these
online players are going to be out there looking like aliens trying to learn Pokemon TCG for the first time, and
right.
I mean, we're just trying to offer the best experience we possibly can here at the Shuffle Squad. And I mean, we got a lot of great content creators. I can't stress that enough. That's probably the part that excites me the most about the Shuffle Squad, is just the dedication of everyone involved.
Exactly. If you want to look somewhere for a whole bunch of people who make a lot of awesome Pokemon stuff, Shuffle Squad is the place to be. And you definitely want to keep an eye on what we have in store for the future as well. I know we've held tournaments online in the past. We are looking to hold tournaments in real life at some point as well. Obviously, our team is going to be out supporting the name brand of the Shuffle Squad at all of these in real life events. So I'm very excited for the upcoming season of Pokemon as it stands right now.
Yeah, same. Okay, let's start this other game. So you said you're going first, right?
Yep, I'm gonna go first.
So I want to make sure that you guys make it to your pre-release and that.
Oh yeah.
I got some coaching to do tonight with all the new Fusion Strike cards. I have a whole bunch, but I'm still trying to get them. I have the thing. You want to know what really grinds my gears is that we had to input the codes today. I'm sure it has to do with the PTCG live delay. And Direwolf Digital probably like, yo guys, this wasn't part of the deal. I don't know if we're gonna get it in time, but I don't know. I feel like that's kind of where we're at.
We got to think that the release date was pushed back, and that's the public announcement that TPCI had made. So they assumed that this would, PTCG live would be live at this point in time. So that's the point that they're at. So I don't blame them for doing what they did, but I know Direwolf is just trying to pick up the extra pieces on the back end. So as long as we got something to play online, people are still happy, right?
Yeah. I just know that I have like 600 codes waiting there.
Oh,
like,
jeez.
My poor fingers are crying. They're like, Zach, don't do it to him.
Please
don't
stop.
do it to him, Zach.
All right, here we go. I am going to draw for turn. I did get a Houndour. Always good in this matchup. We're going to attach it to the Umbreon V, and I will pass my turn to you.
Just pass it, okay.
Just passing.
Draw,
pass.
I don't have, like, the greatest hand. I'm going to use Level Ball to start off.
Peter says he had some cracked pre-release luck. Pete, I hope that I also have some really good pre-release luck. I know that there's that Dragapult deck that comes in these pre-release kits. That looks amazing. I got the Latios combo with Miloetta. I can never pronounce that name, but...
some Pokemon are way too hard to pronounce. They're doing it 30.
After 30 years old, your mouth stops working the same way. And
Yeah, exactly. Big facts, big facts. I will be playing a Marnie, I think, against you.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and Marnie.
Sweet. I'll draw 4.
It's not what I want with this big hand that I'm putting at the bottom of the deck. I want to play some more cards. Oh, you want to know what? This was low-key cracked.
Oh, nice.
I don't think I could have actually drawn a better combination of cards, and that's probably not what you want your opponent to ever say to you. Inteleon V, Tower of Waters.
Wow.
Retreats into Sobble. Rapid Strike Energy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go keep calling for some of my dudes.
Some peeps.
We're gonna go for Sobble, because we want to have as many Sobbles out as possible. And since PJ does have the opportunity to knock out my Inteleon V, because if you slap on 2 single strike energies on that Umbreon VMAX, which is definitely a possibility, you could just go ahead and take 2 prize cards and collect pass go and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So we're gonna go like this. Who's going to win? Zach Lesage versus PJ.
So this is something to know while Zach is doing his rapid strike search. If you were in an in real life tournament, you could ask your opponent, hey, while you're doing that search, do you mind if I draw my card? So that is something that you have to communicate. So that, again, is something that you don't experience in PTCGO. It is a way to actually proceed forward with the game in a faster motion. So, you know, if you guys are on a timed match, that would be exactly how you know, hey, do you mind while you're doing that? I'm going to draw my card here. And as long as you're not making any shifty motions, I don't think anybody's really going to say anything different. But here we go. I am going
to, on the same vein, if your opponent's searching through their deck and you're giving them information as you play your turn,
right.
It's one of those where there's a fine line between keeping a brisk moment of play and also giving your opponent too much information away from the same action.
Exactly. All right, so I draw for turn. I'm going to evolve Houndour into Houndoom. Now here is something that I'm thinking of. I'll talk it out with Zach here. That I have Hiding Darkness Energy in hand. I can attach it here, but I am not knocking out anybody right now if I do that, even if I were to evolve the Umbreon V into the VMAX. So we talk.
You can knock it a Sobble. You can knock it a Sobble.
Right. So I could do that, or because I know that I play 4 of these and the 4 single strike energies, I have a higher chance, a higher probability of drawing into one of those single strike energies, and I could use single strike roar the following turn. So that's what I'm going to try to go for here and give up the Hiding Darkness Energy just to see what we draw into. So I'm going to play the research here, go in, we're going to draw 7 cards. Okay, so lots of good things happening here. We got another Houndour. We do have the Tower of Darkness, so we're going to bump your Tower of Waters.
Yep, goodbye Tower of Waters.
I will quick ball away a quick ball. Now let's go search through our deck. So we definitely have that. We have 2. We have 3 in deck. So I'm going to get a Crobat out.
For show.
And we'll do some things. Would you like to cut?
No, you are all good. If you wanna cheat against me in front of
yes,
these lovely people, by all means, whatever floats your boat on this Thursday.
All right. I will evolve into Umbreon VMAX and use Dark Signal to bring up one of your Inteleon Vs.
Yes.
And then I'm going to play down Crobat for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will then use the Urn of Vitality into the Tower of Darkness to draw 2 more.
Yep.
Still didn't get it, but you know what I want to do now. Yeah, rip. What I would like to do. It's totally fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah. AJ's like, sucks. Really sucks that I'm down game 1, guys. Really tough. Not what you want to be saying from the Gengar deck. I mean,
yeah.
I think anything that we could say single strike is sometimes decides to become a pile of cards.
Yes.
Just in general, I mean, there's so many good cards, but it's very combo heavy.
Yes.
I view the Rapid Strike decks are a little bit more smooth because they can kind of search things out with Octillery. Like Houndoom is great at accelerating energies, but it only counts as you can only use Houndoom to search that out.
Right.
My Octillery, which is kind of the opposite of Houndoom, is the way that I look at it. It could search at a Korrina's Focus. It could search at a Tower of Waters. It could search out Pokemon. So this deck's a little bit more versatile, which makes it a little bit more. I think it's top heavy skill wise.
Right.
It's going to be my hot take.
For sure. For sure. So I will pass my turn. I did use the single strike roar to find the single strike energy.
You don't want to
deck.
attack me with oh, you evolved into Umbreon VMAX.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, you don't want to attack me with Umbreon V, bro. Okay, cool. Let's pick her up. Let's see what we got going on. I am gonna go Level Ball because Level Ball is a very, very, very good card.
Especially in this deck.
Yes. So I am going to go Level Ball for Drizzile. I think Drizzile sounds like a very important card. I am going to evolve my other one first because as soon as I evolve this one, my Rapid Strike energy does get discarded. So I'm trying to dot all my I's and cross all my T's, basically. So the card that I want to be searching for is a Professor's Research because I know that I need a buttload of stuff. I'm then going to go Level Ball again. So very good cards. Very similar to, or not similar to last game. I'm able to get out my Drizziles very early. So Shady Dealings there. Search my deck for an Evolution Incense. And this is another thing too. You don't need to shuffle between all of these actions as long as you're clearly letting your opponent know what you're doing. That's not, I don't ever want that to be like, don't shuffle your deck, kids, or anything else like that. But I mean, like, if you're like, I'm using a Level Ball, I'm searching for this, I'm also playing another Level Ball, I'm searching for this. I'm also playing this and this and this. So if you are able to chain these cards, don't waste your time or your opponent's time shuffling your deck in between every single action like that, unless you absolutely have to shuffle your deck in between. So we definitely want to make sure we shuffle the deck before the research. You can't be like, stop, I'm playing a research. So got it fine. So I'm not going to use the Rapid Strike Search. The reason why I am not using Rapid Strike Search is because I'd like to leave my hand to fate and see exactly what I'm going to get off the research first. Maybe I'll get a Rapid Strike energy. Maybe I'll get an Inteleon VMAX. Then I'm going to choose what I want after that. So, again, this deck requires a bunch of sequencing. But you want to know what? I think Inteleon might be my most polished list that I have so far. I'm going to play Research, pitch this away.
Perfect.
Draw 7. So as long as we get one of them, we are all good. And we did. So we are able to make this happen. We're going to go for Evolution Incense, search our deck for an Inteleon VMAX. Then I'm going to use Rapid Strike Search. Rapid Strike Search for a Rapid Strike energy. Don't think there's really too much else that I want to be doing with this. So I am going to go ahead and attach that. Swing, hit you for 140, and rip it back to my hands.
All right, so we'll move this to 160 total. All right, so I will draw for turn. So I'm going to attach back here to the Gengar. Then I will evolve into a Gengar VMAX, attach a Vitality Band, evolve another Houndoom.
I like the Vitality Band tech in your deck, by the way.
Vitality Band is very good.
You do triple single strike energies and a Vitality Band to hit 320, right? Which is the most common HP for VMAXs.
Exactly.
Sounds kind of cute.
So we're going to use this, and I'm going to put another 20 damage on the Gengar VMAX because of the single strike roar.
Spooky.
Very spooky.
Just gonna organize my bench. I try to keep everything in a proper order. I'm not showing any of my mental issues here.
No, you're fine. All right. So then what I'd like to do is probably just go in and use a research. I don't think that I need more than 2 Houndoom in a Gengar deck. Whereas a standard single strike right now, I feel like you need 3. But this one, I need to see more cards. So I'm going to discard my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna thin my deck a little bit here. And we are gonna go and get Evolution Incense, use that. See what I got in deck. Have a Gengar. Okay, so we're gonna get Gengar out. We're actually gonna pitch that away with a quick ball here. Go in.
I wonder if there's any limitless tournaments going on tonight with new cards.
Ooh, I didn't know that. I didn't look to see, so I'm not exactly sure here.
There's a Yosefis between tournaments, between seasons tournaments.
Seasons.
I wonder if there's one tonight. There's the Cartito Sonico. I don't know if you can up. Like, I think basically
Tower
how
of
tournaments become standard is that it's as long as limitless uploads available. What goes on? There's also Steuben's doing a tournament, but it doesn't look like there's anything, because right now what I'm interested in looking at, or the reason why I really care beyond just like being interested as like a competitive player, is that I'm also the person that does our top 5 list heading into the weekends.
Gotcha.
So if we have any information on these things, I will include those in my list tonight. I try to get it as close to the moment before the Friday video goes up every Friday at around noon Eastern. So I just want to make sure that we have all that info.
Perfect. Yeah, I love looking at all the tournaments, and there's a lot of fringe tournaments out there too, but whenever a new set drops, usually people are pretty hyped to get their tournament out there, testing the new cards and seeing what people do with the online client right now. So I did use my Tower of Darkness. I whiffed another single strike energy. Actually, I was looking for Urn of Vitality to see if I could put the Umbreon, retreat it manually, put the other energy on, and then take a full knockout on your VMAX. But unfortunately,
all these big brain plans. You're like the Hangover scene.
Yes, exactly.
Where he's doing all those numbers in his head. You're like single strike 320.
It does it. It does it. I
You're
swear.
like, it doesn't happen. Uh-oh, what's going on?
All right. So what I will do is I'm gonna bench another Gengar V here because there's no reason not to, just in case. I'm gonna use Panic Fear, which does 60 times the amount of Pokemon V or GX in play. So you have 60 up front and 60 back, plus the extra 40 damage. So we're doing 120 plus 40 kids. That's 160 damage.
That's the Vitality Band. You can't forget about
exactly. So now we're at 170 total.
Boom. Well, I think you're going to find the single strike energy next turn. So let's see what we top deck off our deck. And this was an utter, complete failure. What the heck? Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. We need to figure this out.
I see a play, Zach. I want to see if you see what I see.
You see a play?
I see a play.
Well, I mean, how much damage is on that Umbreon?
It's 160 damage here.
Okay. I mean, I could, I don't have any way to take away your Vitality Band. I don't have any way to take away your single strike energies. I don't have any way to hit you for a lot of stuff. So, I mean, I have some ideas of what I might want to do. I think how we want to start this off is using the Inteleon with Shady Dealings here. And the Inteleon with Shady Dealings, I mean, if I take away the energy, I think you'll have the thing. You used both single strike roars last turn, right?
I used only one, but I was going to use the second one if I found the urn.
How many urns are in your discard pile?
2.
2 urns. Okay, so basically what this is telling me is that you do not have the other single strike energy.
Right.
And you want to know what? I am going to force you to waste that extra energy. So I'm going to search for the 2 cards. One of the cards is going to be Cheryl. The other card is going to be Capacious Bucket, if I could find it in here. So I'm going to start sowing my seeds all over. So we're going to go for Cheryl, Water. I am going to go back into my deck as well and search my deck for a Rapid Strike Inteleon VMAX.
There it is.
I think that's pretty interesting. So we can start using the double gunner ability, and this is where the deck gets kind of crazy. Yo, Diesel Harley, Jay, what's poppin'? How's it going?
I really love the alt art version of both the Gengar VMAX and the Inteleon Rapid Strike VMAX. I don't know if you've seen them, Zach, but they're very cool.
Yeah, I'm looking for those on PTCGO. It's gonna be a tough search, but we'll get there. I'm gonna go Cheryl, heal.
Feels so
all that
bad.
damage, all of his turn just went away. I'm gonna attach my Rapid Strike energy, and then we're gonna start double gunner.
Double gunner.
Okay, I'm gonna discard 1 from my hand, and I can only hit bench Pokemon. So I'm gonna start going after your Umbreon VMAX.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start going after your Houndoom. So your Umbreon VMAX is at 180 now, and we're gonna go after
Houndoom, you said?
Yes. I'm gonna do it again. So now your Umbreon VMAX is at 200, and your Houndoom is gonna be at 40. I feel pretty confident so far. Hopefully you do not knock me out. Fingers crossed. 140 to your active, which puts your Gengar at 180 damage.
Perfect.
So I don't know. What were you thinking about my turn? Because you said you had an idea.
No. The Cheryl play was exactly what I thought would happen.
Okay.
So I did have...
You made it sound like you had this big brain play.
No. Not yet.
Like bro, like, I was like, what's PJ? Like, in my mind, I'm like...
I'm in your mind, Zach. I'm in your mind.
Yeah, exactly. PJ's pulling these Jedi mind tricks on me, and I'm just like, I don't even know how I feel about it. It's really difficult to deal with. And meanwhile, he's like, I wonder if this deck that's fully based around Cheryl will play Cheryl this turn to heal some damage.
Interesting. So I did have only 20 on me, so I'm at 160 beforehand.
You only had 20? Okay, so you're at 160.
Yes, because yeah. All right, so I am going to draw for turn. Nothing that I want here, nothing to see here.
So and I'm attach both single strike energies to that Pokemon.
So I attach manually the first one.
Got it. That makes more sense.
Yep. I'm gonna play a Marnie.
Okay. For anyone else who was curious in my hand, I had an escape rope. I was very close to playing that last turn as well, because I was like, oh, maybe I could escape rope and then double Cheryl heal both, because Cheryl heals all evolution Pokemon in play. But my hand was kind of poop, so we're gonna shuffle this up.
You know what? I am gonna go ahead and use the Tower of Darkness with the other Houndour to draw 2 more cards. Ugh, this feels not so good.
4 cards. You don't want to draw too many.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try and thin the deck a little bit. I'm gonna use a quick ball on the piers. I'm gonna take a look in here. Oh, they're right next to each other too. Insane.
PJ, you better shuffle that. I might have to ask you to cut this deck. I'm gonna hang out the couples in your hand or something.
We're gonna get this Umbreon.
Make sure you're shuffling this deck on camera, buddy, right now.
Put it in my lap. No, put it up here. All right, here we go. No cheating here at the Shuffle Squad.
No cheating. PJ only put them halfway through his deck, and now he's cutting it back to make it seem like he's legit.
Let's see. We could do some things here. I think I'm going to attack soon, but I think it's safer to just put a Darkness energy here, because I do have a lot of energy in this deck.
Sure.
It does play a higher count. So I'm going to go ahead and just attach to this Gengar, and then I'm going to go ahead and Panic Fear for another 170 damage.
Got you. pick up for my turn. Okay, so I mean, I'm very happy with what we have here, as I should be. This is where this deck gets absolutely bonkers. So I'm gonna go quick shooting Inteleon, evolve. So your active, sorry, is at 160 right now.
Correct.
So we're gonna turn it to 180 with quick shooting Inteleon. Also, I don't know, like it's been a minute. I like these TC evolution markers, especially when you're using a multi-ability deck. It's something that I even right now I'm like, oh, I should start using these because it makes it really clean on stream.
I know. I miss them. I know some people will
really totally check them out.
Yeah.
So it's just really good so that you don't accidentally use another ability, because I mean, with one ability, 2, 3, 4 abilities per turn, things like Training Court, things like attaching it, you don't want to be screwing things up, especially when you're trying to focus on impressing all the stream. I am going to go ahead here and go Scoop Up Nets, this Inteleon. I'm going to evolve my Sobble into a Drizzile, discarding my Rapid Strike energy. Search my deck for a Cheryl, just to make PJ extra happy.
Oh my gosh. It's so insane, dude. It's so insane.
I'm going to go Rapid Strike search. Remember when Vaughn, our teammates, our Shuffle Squad member, said this deck was not good?
Yes. Totally not good.
Vaughn, hopefully you're watching now, buddy. You're watching back. PJ's getting cannibalized.
Yes. With a full board state, nonetheless.
Yeah. I'm going to drop this Sobble back down. I'm going to not attach first. I want to use my Cheryl first. Goodbye, PJ's other turn. Patch for my turn. Training Courts. Training Court's going to go ahead and grab me back my water energy. And then I'm going to use Double Gunner. Double Gunner, putting your Umbreon to 220 damage. How much HP does Umbreon have? Is it 300 or 310?
It's 310.
Okay. Hanging on by a thread. So yeah, and then I'm going to hit the Houndoom to put it to 60.
Sure.
So I'll put that ability used. And then I'm going to go ahead and lift back my energy for the knock-in on your active.
Perfect.
And all those single strikes in the start pile.
Goodbye, Gengar. So I'm going to try to swing for the fences here, see if it actually happens. And I will draw for turn. Oh, wow. Okay.
And you only play the one Vitality Band, I think, right?
Right. I only played the one of.
So now you have to get all 4 to get the Oko now. I think this is looking a little bleak for you, Home Slice.
It's not looking good.
Although it is showing how good the Inteleon VMAX. Inteleon VMAX might just have a good matchup. Like most decks, like PJ, you finished this game. So far, you have not done any damage to any of my Pokemon throughout the entire series.
Right. Well, I did. It's just gone.
Cheryl's one heck of a card. We'll put it like that. Like, it is unfair to a whole other level.
Yes. So I am going to manually retreat the Umbreon to put the single strike energy into the discard. Then I'm going to go ahead and research my hand away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let's see if we can make this happen. So we're going to... I'm trying to think of the correct sequencing here.
If you need, you can talk it out, because I mean, it's not like we're necessarily playing the most competitive game of all time.
Right. So I'm going to go ahead and get the Gengar VMAX, right? Then what I will do is I'm going to Evo Incense again and get an Umbreon VMAX, shuffle my deck. I'll earn a Vitality once for 2 energies back into the deck.
We're
going to go like this. So if I whiff 1 energy, or if I draw both of them, right now, it's not good. All right, here we go. So here's the play.
I mean, I just want to be very, like, just to make sure you can't make it happen for the Oko this turn, right?
So this was attached pre-turn, so that was a couple turns.
Yeah, but I just mean, like, that's a dark energy.
Oh, you're right. So I can't.
I just want to make sure that we're on the same page here.
Yes. But I'm gonna try this play where I'm gonna do Tower of Darkness with the Inteleon VMAX to draw 2. Okay, that sounds good. We're gonna attach here. I'm gonna earn a vitality again to go in. To go 1 and 2. Now, if I had a second vitality band. Okay, so I'm just putting the 1 in, which is fine. We're going to put it in. I'm going to go back in with Single Strike Roar on both of my Houndooms. And we're going to go like this.
Sure.
Shuffle my deck of 2 cards.
Yeah. Is your deck really only 2 cards?
Yes.
Don't deck out.
I won't deck out. I will Panic Fury you for 170. Or I'm sorry. I will actually do more. We got to do more math, Zach. So it's normally 120, 140, 160, 180. Because
180? Are you kidding me? This seems like a scam. Where did I put my damage counters? Where? Oh, there's the one that says 180. Will we find another Cheryl? I'm trying to think if there's an easier. How much damage? So there's you got 90 HP left on that Umbreon.
Yes. Oh, actually, you know what? My bad. I'm not trying to cheat here.
Sorry, did you Tower of Dark? You played another one, right?
I played another one this turn. Yes. So okay, I knocked out your water.
I'm out here slacking here, peeps. Okay. Oh, never mind. I have Inteleon in my hand with Shady Dealings. Use Shady Dealings for a Boss's Orders, Rapid Strike Energy on your Umbreon. VMAX. Lift it back to my hand, and I will
there
draw
it is. That's cards. The game. Wow.
So that was a really interesting game. I didn't in our testing earlier. PJ and I actually have been testing this matchup on Discord a little bit.
Right.
And I mean, I felt like it was good for Inteleon, but then I know PJ and I talked about it for like an hour afterwards and talked about some techs that could be good. The Tower of Waters is huge in the deck.
It's so
we did include Pal Pad, but more and more that I think about it, Pal Pad might just create more issues for this deck. Mm-hmm. So in terms of things that I did not like about this deck, just because I think that there's always opportunities to look for success after a game. Cheryl was very good, and I would like a 4th copy. I think that I'd like 4 hard copies. Mm-hmm. I did not use Double Gunner nearly as much as I'd want to. Right. I feel like that might be really interesting to include more copies of that. So I think immediately I would cut Pal Pad for Cheryl because Cheryl made PJ do nothing throughout the entire series. No prize cards. Besides that last attack where I won the game that turn, I negated his damage, but I still could have healed with Cheryl if that was not a possibility, and then put the game back in my favor. Boss's Orders might not be as important as I'm playing out the series. It might be something that you might only want to play a 1 of. I think currently I have a 2 of. All the lists are in the description, by the way. Tower of Waters is another card that I thought was really good early game. I would have really liked to retreat my Inteleon VMAX into the other one late game to really push my Cheryls. So maybe I'm fine with 3 Cheryls and 2 Tower of Waters. It's also a card that's searchable by Octillery. Octillery I find in the late game can't really search for too much. And I feel like this deck might be able to cut even like an Inteleon V just because everything is so searchable by the Sobble. It might be, I don't want to say like this deck might be better going second, but to keep calling that game is really hot. I thought
so
that was
good.
Really good.
It really is. The only thing I thought about teching into that deck for one of the cards is a 3rd Remoraid, so you can ensure that you're getting your Octillery on board, because Octillery is so crucial to that deck and how it performs. So I think if a deck were to snipe down your Octillery early game, it really puts a damper because you're not getting your energies every turn, because you can obviously only play 4 copies of Rapid Strike Energy.
Yeah.
No, I think that's fair. I think that's totally valid.
Well, that's what we got going on for this video today. I was able to overcome PJ, showing how strong Inteleon VMAX is if your opponent is not able to knock it out. That being said, all the lists are in the description, so be sure to check that out if you are looking to see what we played. Again, hopefully you enjoyed this type of content. Let me know in the comments below, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like. Hope to see y'all real soon. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out and have a great one. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video and have yourself a great day. Thanks.